Hey, you there. Let me ask you a question. Would you rather eat these unhealthy cookies or would you rather eat this beautiful, lovely red apple? I know my answer. Chances are you clicked on this video because you wanted to quit sugar. You wanted to quit processed foods. You wanted to quit eating junk foods. Chances are you have tried to quit eating junk food. You have tried to becoming that disciplined individual that doesn't need that crappy food anymore. Yet you still lack that focus. Yet you still lack that discipline of telling yourself, no, I am not that person that consumes those crappy cookies or those crappy burgers you ate last night or after dinner or after lunch because you don't need them. You know damn good that for your progress to reach your desire, whether it's building that strong body, whether it's building that profitable business or whether it's having the best grades on your math exam, you know damn good that eating those cookies will only slow you down on your progress. It will be bad for your brain, for the ones of us that want to have good grades or want to build that successful business. And it will be really bad for your muscles and for your body, for the ones that want to succeed when it comes to some physical activity. You as an ambitious individual doesn't want to identify yourself as someone who eats cookies. No. You want to identify yourself as someone who eats healthy things, someone who doesn't need those bad junk foods anymore because he's better than that. He's above that. He has changed himself to not wanting to eat that anymore. He identifies himself as an ambitious individual that wants to eat apples, that loves to eat broccoli, that loves to eat that chicken, that loves to eat that salmon, those foods that we all know damn good are good for us. Now, let me tell you on a little backstory. Let me tell you on how I transformed myself, on how I was that same guy that ate that junk food, that ate that bad food for myself, and how I transformed myself to now being that person, that ambitious individual that eats healthy food, that doesn't need that junk food anymore. How it transformed me into being more focused, into being more disciplined, into reaching my goals much faster, and into being a healthier person in general. Let me take you on that little backstory of mine. So, approximately 3 years ago, we were in the middle of the COVID lockdown. I think you guys remember that period. I was a weak individual who consumed junk food, who played video games, who ate crisps every day, who ate candy every day, who needed to eat cookies after dinner, after lunch. You know what it did to me? It made me weaker, it made me unhealthy, it made me not be able to focus back in the time when I was in high school. It made me such a depressed person that I didn't know what to do with my life. Yet I knew deep down that I had to do something else in that I wanted to reach my goals. Those goals transformed into me wanting to become strong in the gym, me wanting to reach a Spanish fluent speaking level, and into me wanting to become a successful entrepreneur. I had a lot of struggles. I couldn't stop eating that sugar. It took me 1 good year. But now I can comfortably say that after 1 year, I completely stopped eating sugar once and for all. Of course, I eat some sugar when it comes to some added sugars that are in some foods, whether it's in the broccoli that I buy because of the sugary water, whether it's, you know what I mean. But I do not consume chocolate bars anymore. I do not consume candy anymore. I do not consume cookies anymore because I know damn good that it isn't good for me. I know that it isn't easy. And I did some things, which I'm going to explain to you in a couple of minutes, that actually made me transform from this guy that stopped eating these crappy cookies into now eating things that are much healthier for myself, like apples. Now, why am I using apples and cookies? Well, because funny enough, I was freaking addicted to cookies. If there was one thing, I was so addicted to eating cookies, or you know those little cookies when you bake in Christmas, the same round butter cookies, and they just made me unhealthy. Or on that picture of my thumbnail, you saw myself a couple of years ago eating crisps and coffee. I needed to eat crisps with coffee. Come on, man. Now, here is how I transform myself. I will explain that to you. And why is it so important to transform yourself? Well, you know damn good that eating those cookies or eating that crappy crisps or those crappy burgers, they're only gonna slow you down in your progress. So why do it? Why do you still do that? That is the question that we have to ask ourselves. And I'm gonna give you those step-by-step tactics right now. And then we're gonna talk about the misconceptions, about why you still believe that you can't quit sugar. Because you know what? You can quit sugar. I know it, 100% certainty. You will quit sugar. After watching this video, you will have these thoughts of realizing that you don't need to eat sugar anymore. But bear in mind that you gotta realize that you have to take these steps seriously. So now I'm gonna give you my practical steps. So step number 1 of quitting sugar once and for all, of quitting that bad processed food. The first thing I wanna tell you is that you could change your eating habits. For example, after your dinner or after your lunch, you might have that feeling that you need to eat some treats, just like this quick, sugary, sour candy we all know is not good for us. Yet you can change that desire into eating a beautiful and freaking delicious banana that tastes just as good. But you might have some misconceptions about this though. You might think, well, yeah, I can't quit because I need sugar to be happy in my life. Well, let me ask you some questions. Are you genuinely more happy and do you genuinely feel more fulfilled as a person if you work on your really hard, true desire, whether it's building that successful business or building your strong body? Do you feel more happy and fulfilled as a person while doing that? Or do you feel more happy and fulfilled when eating that candy or when eating that chocolate? Because you know damn good that when you work on your progress, you will not consume that sugar. Because that progress, that goal is much more important than that quick dopamine of that sugar that you know is just only gonna slow you down on your progress. So, can you quit sugar? Of course you can. Can you quit sugar? Of course you can. We want to destroy all of your misbeliefs. Now, step number 2. I need pre-workout or I need some energy, quick sugary thing, some quick sugar carb before I go to the gym. For the ones of us that are athletes or for the ones of us that do some sports. Well, let me ask you a question, right? Do you really think that the alpha males, the stoic men, the strong men that had big muscles, they had the big muscles that you want as well? Do you really think that when they hunted, just before they hunted, they ate some or they drank some processed pre-workout? Of course not. It didn't exist and it's only unhealthy. Do you really think that they ate that quick sugary carb before? Of course not. They ate real organic food, meat, eggs, bananas, oatmeal, raspberries, healthy organic foods. And that is how they got their strong muscles that you as well want to have. So, can you quit sugar? Of course you can. Say it with me. We want to change your identity, right? Can you quit sugar? Of course you can. Now, the last misconception that you could have when trying to quit eating that crappy sugar is that you need sugar once in a while. Eating sugar, added sugar cookies once in a while is good for me. Well, let me ask you a question. Can you change your identity? Do you want to identify yourself as being this guy that eats sugar once in a while, eats added sugar once in a while? I want to be balanced. Or can you be that stoic guy that can be disciplined and tell to himself, no, you know what? I'm not gonna eat added sugars anymore. I don't need that in my life. Has it ever helped me in my progress? It hasn't. Has it ever helped me to reach my true desire? It hasn't. Has it ever helped me to building that bridge to becoming that successful entrepreneur or boxer or guy that needs a lot of good grades in school? It has never helped those people. So, can you quit sugar once and for all? Of course you can. Can you change your identity? And can you tell yourself, you know what? I'm an ambitious individual that doesn't need sugar. I don't need sugar in my life to feel fulfilled. I don't need sugar in my life to feel happy, to feel like a good, fulfilled individual. I am a person that only eats organic food. I'm a person that knows that eating organic food is the only way that I can even skyrocket my progress further to becoming that ambitious guy. So can you quit sugar once and for all? You can. Can you quit sugar? You can. Are you gonna take those practical steps that I just told you serious? And are you gonna try it? Of course you can, because you know that you need to take action. You know that there is not gonna be another video that will pop off in 1 or 2 months. You know that that video won't even be able to help you because other videos haven't helped you at all. So why would my video help you? Maybe it won't even help you. So then you can click off and you can even continue eating that sugar. But I would just want to wake you up that in a couple of years, you'll have that same realization. In a couple of months, years, days, you'll have the same realization of after eating that crappy sugar, you know what? Maybe that guy was right. Maybe that random guy on YouTube was right. Maybe eating added sugar like cookies or crisps, because in crisps nowadays there's a lot of added sugar as well, is not good for me. Can you quit eating sugar? Can you destroy your limiting self-beliefs? Of course you can. Thank you for listening. This was an interesting video in my opinion. It was my backstory on how I transformed myself into stop eating that added sugar. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you took some practical advice from it. And let's be honest here. You can type in the comments what you think of what I told you guys, and you can tell me and be honest if I helped you in a good way or in what I could improve. Because let's be honest here, I could improve much more because I need that. If I really want to be that successful YouTuber with Oscar, we need to improve ourselves a lot. Thank you for listening. I hope you write me some feedback in the comments, and I really hope you take those practical steps serious and that you'll quit sugar once and for all. Thank you for listening, and see you on the next one.